its limit, you please join for YouTube link which we have shared in the groups. Around 45 people are waiting in the waiting room, which we cannot admit now. Almost 97 people we have admitted. Those who are waiting in the waiting lobby, we cannot admit you. Now it's a 100 limit is being crossed. You are all requested to please join YouTube link. We have shared in the WhatsApp group. It's a small announcement for everyone, please. Please cooperate.
Sir, shall we start now?
Yes.
Yeah, please, madam.
Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. Please mute your speaker. Good afternoon to everyone. I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this national level webinar on One Nation subscription opportunities and challenges, organized by the IQAC and Library and Information Science Center. We are honored to have this opportunity to collaborate with the Indian Library Association in organizing this webinar. For this past week, I have been communicating with the General Secretary, Dr. Dharam Kumar sir, and President, Dr. Pradeep Rai sir, and Vice President, Dr. P.S. Katimani sir, the Indian Library Association, to obtain approval for conducting this webinar. Thank you so much, and thank you very much, sir, for your approval and welcoming this webinar, sir. Today's event is being held to commemorate the birth anniversary of the father of library science in India, Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, a visionary whose contribution continue to guide and inspire generation of library professionals. On behalf of our college principal, Dr. Arun Kumar Gali sir, all teaching and non-teaching faculties, Indian Library Association team, we are truly honored by the presence of our eminent resource person, Dr. G. Retina Sabapati sir. Welcome you, sir, and participants from across the country who have joined us today for this national level webinar. Now, without further delay, I would like to invite Senior Vice President of Indian Library Association, Dr. P.S. Katimani sir, to deliver about this webinar and about the ILA also. Sir, you are there?
Yeah, very good afternoon to one and all. Indeed, it's a great pleasure to talk in this occasion of having the national webinar on One Nation, One Subscription, Opportunities and Challenges. Along with IQAC and Library and Information Science, collaboration with Indian Library Association, this webinar, national webinar, was put forth to you all. This is being celebrated in commemorating 133rd birth anniversary of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, father of library science in India, who is the architect for Indian library constructions and as well as Indian Library Association in India. As you all aware, would like to share few things about Indian Library Association. 133, where the Indian Library Association, one of the oldest association in the country, has been put before you all and made lot of achievements. Objective of this is furtherance of library movement in India, promotions of the training of libraries, improvement of the status in the librarians 1935 to till date. It's all in active mode to do lot of things into the Indian context. In this regard, I really congratulate the Department of College Education, Government First Grade College, Navanagar, Bagalkot, Karnataka, has taken this in such a high pride initiation to have this national webinar share with you all. This present topic is also very, I really congratulate the Department of College Education, very apt to understand, make everything to be go line in line. So this webinar is going to fulfill all your requirements and the upcoming difficulties accessing the one nation, one subsection on high pride of the demand. So more in detail, we have our esteemed guest of today's speaker, Dr. G. Ratina Sabapati ji is one of the very eminent scholar in library information science. He has been published so many of his publication the national and international level, and as well as he has been visited many countries. Having such a eminent person for this national webinar is very pride to all of us. So anyway, we have organized one national webinar by taking sir inputs, but still there is no dearth of it. So a lot of people are in demand to have this national webinar. So keeping in mind, again once again we requested Dr. G. Ratina Sabapati sir to, I welcome you sir on behalf of Indian Library Association, on behalf of the government, the Department of College Education conducting this national webinar. So over to the organizers now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Dr. P.S. Katamini, sir, for gracing with us your present and delivering about the keynote address this national level webinar. Thank you very much once again. Now it's time to give a brief bio sketch about Dr. G. Ratina Sabapati, sir. Dr. G. Ratina Sabapati, sir, PhD, is serving as a university librarian of Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Science University, Chennai. He has about 30 years of professional experience and contributed 120 research publications, 215 popular articles, and authored, edited 15 books and volumes. He served as a chief editor of Indian Journal of Agricultural Library and Information Services for 4 years, and it was in the UGC list of journal. He is serving as a member in the editorial board of 6 peer-reviewed international national journals, besides reviewer for many foreign and national scholarly journals. He is currently the president of Association of Agricultural Librarians and Documentalists of India, and secretary of Madras Library Network, and life member of 20 national and international professional societies. He was appointed by the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Chancellor, as a nodal officer for Vice Chancellor Search Committee of the following 6 state universities. Oh my God. The first one is University of Madras, Chennai, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore. Third one is Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, Chennai. The fourth one is Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University, Chennai. The fifth one is Bharati Dasan University, Delhi. And sixth one is Nyasalingam Women University, Coimbatore. Recently, he was appointed by the government of Tamil Nadu as the nodal officer for the search committee for selection of Vice Chancellor of Bharati Dasan University, Tiruchi. Participated in 14 national and international level program and obtained 5 external funded projects worth about 500 lakh for the development and LIS facilities in Tanuvas. Served as a chairman and member of 75 committees at university, state and national level. Few important committees included National Steering and Negotiation Committee for Consortium of E-Resources in Agriculture, ICAR Government of India, New Delhi, the state level library committee, Government of Tamil Nadu, then local library authority, Chennai, appointed by the Government of Tamil Nadu. Delivered 70 plus invited talks and served as a resource person for many training programs, conference, seminar, workshop, organized about 25 national and international level capacity building programs, including training, workshop, including the following international virtual symposium on digital scholarship, international conference of agricultural librarians and user community. User community in 2021, 2022, in the year of 2023 and 2024 director. Visited many foreign countries on official assignment, including USA, Canada, Japan, Francis. Honored with many awards, including the Best Librarian Award by the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu in the year of 2023, and the Best Librarian Award by in the year of 2023 AALDI. Fellowship of AALDI 2022, and the Best Librarian Award by the VT University in the year of 2021, and Wall of Fame, one of the top 50 outstanding librarians across India in the year of 2020. Certificate of Appreciation by ICAR 2018, Award of Appreciation by SALIS in the year of 2017, the Best Paper Award by Indian Society for Veterinary Pharmacology and Toxicology in the year of 2005. One among the top Indian librarians with highest number of reads for his publication in research and education. Oh my God, he has made a significant contributions to the professional field of library and information science, and his bio sketch is truly impressive, a remarkable reflection of one of today's most eminent personalities, that is Dr. G. Ratina Sabapati sir. Sir, welcome you once again and handed over the next session.
Thank you,
Over
madam.
to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Esteemed Dr. Arun Kumar B. Gali, the principal of Government First Grade College, Navanagar, Bagalkot. Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Okay. Dr. Lakshmi Katimani, the librarian of the college, the organizing secretary, and the IQAC coordinator of the college, Dr. Basavaraj Balagi, the office bearers of Indian Library Association, respected Dr. Pradeep Rai, the president, Dr. Parsuram Katimani, the senior vice president, Dr. Dharam Kumar, the general secretary, and esteemed council members of the nationally renowned professional society, students, research scholars, faculty, and other distinguished participants of this national level webinar. Good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would like to profusely thank the principal, Dr. Arun Kumar B. Gali, Dr. Lakshmi Katimani, the organizing secretary, and office bearers of ILA for organizing this national webinar to commemorate the 133rd birth anniversary of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, who is recognized as the father of library science in India. In fact, I am really very happy to attend this program because Dr. Ranganathan, though he was born and brought up in Tamil Nadu, he was well recognized and honored by Karnataka. That is why he spent his later life, entire life in Karnataka, and he established his brainchild, the Indian Statistical Institute at Bangalore. In fact, Ranganathan, Dr. S.R. Ranganathan is well recognized by Karnataka than Tamil Nadu. So I take this opportunity to thank you all for this kind of recognition. And I would like to thank and congratulate the ILA being one of the oldest professional society, but it is very active. They are regularly organizing many sensitization programs to benefit the stakeholders. So, with this brief note, I would like to start my presentation. The topic is already given: One Nation, One Subscription, Opportunities and Challenges. 1 minute. So the library cooperation is not a new jargon. In fact, the father of library science, Dr. S. R. Ranganathan, he has written a lot about the library cooperation in his works, and cooperation is one of the indispensable part of any library system. The basic concept of the library is sharing the resources. You know very well, in those days, libraries were only in physical mode, and most of the resources were in print format. But the growth of internet that tremendously changed the way the resource sharing taken place in library. Even before the advent of the internet, library cooperation was practiced very well globally and nationally also. But the advent of the internet, followed by the publication mode from print to digital, it brought us an enormous amount of scope for sharing the resources in a seamless manner. So, the shared subscription or consortia-based subscription started emerging after the advent of the network-based consortia. As a librarian and as an academician, it's very important to trace the history of this kind of new initiatives. If you want to trace the library consortia, probably the Ohio Link, many of you may be well aware that Ohio Link was probably the first library consortia emerged in 1980 in USA. Then it was followed by many other foreign countries like the OARL from Canada, the PICA from Germany, the RLUK from UK. These are globally renowned library consortium established about 40 years back. And I have given the complete list of consortiums functioning across the globe. In fact, you can see more number of general consortiums are functioning in USA, followed by Canada, Germany, and India. Only 7 consortiums are listed, though there were many consortium functioning in India prior to this ONOS. But the International Registry of Consortium gives only this list. And if you see, we are in the 4th place as far as the number of consortiums functioning at the national level. And before moving to the today's topic, one nation, one subscription, it's very important to see the Indian higher education system, how big it is. In fact, it is one of the largest education research system in the world, probably the 3rd one globally. And it's very, very important to note that India is having one of the largest number of universities in the world. As per the All India Survey of Higher Education, there are 1,168 universities functioning in India, recognized by the University Grants Commission. The number may be 1 or 2 more now because 15-20 days back I have taken this number. And if you see the number of colleges functioning, it is really a great number. It is almost nearing 50,000 colleges are functioning in our country. And apart from these colleges, there are about 12,000 standalone institutions functioning in this country, which are taking care of education and research. And if you see the number of students undergoing various programs is almost 4.5 crore. And almost 16 lakh teachers are functioning in this one of the biggest higher education system in the world. So you see, giving access to knowledge to this much of institutions, one of the biggest academic and research systems in the world, it is not an easy task. In fact, it is a Herculean task. So, this is the breakup of the higher education system in our country. If you see the number of universities is 1,100 plus, these are the types of universities functioning in India. 54 are centrally funded institutions which are known as central universities, and there are about 466 state public universities. These are the public universities funded by a concerned state government. And there are now equally private universities emerged. After privatization of higher education in India, lot of private universities established, and if you see the number is more than the public universities funded by the state governments. And there are 39 deemed to be universities funded by the state or central government, and the government aided universities are 11. And deemed to be university, if you see the number, it is 85. In fact, the private sector is having more number of universities and deemed to be universities in our country. Apart from this, we know very well there are institutes of national importance like IITs, NITs, AIMS, like that. 158 universities, Institute under State Legislature Act 6, and Central Open University 1. Almost most of the big states are having their own open university, which is 17 now, and 2 private universities. So the altogether, the total number comes nearly 1,334. So there is no doubt Indian higher education system is one of the biggest systems in the world. So to cater to the information requirements of this biggest system, you know very well it is not possible for any single institute, university, or academic or research institute to subscribe all the important resources to meet the information requirements of the students, research scholars, faculty, and scientists. So in our country also, a lot of consortium initiatives taken place. The first such initiative was taken place in 1982. People who are in the library system, you know very well, FORSA, Forum for Resource Sharing in Astronomy, was the ever first consortium established in India. That is after 2 years of the establishment of Ohio Link in USA. It was established in 1980. Within 2 years, India has got its first consortia, that is in 82. Then slowly the number of consortiums started increasing in India. A National Aerospace Laboratory Consortium came, TIFR Library Consortium. Similarly, I have provided the complete list here. And the latest one was the ESOT Sindhu, that is erstwhile UGC Infonet. Earlier it was known as UGC Infonet. Later on the name was changed into ESOT Sindhu. It was established in 2016. So these were some of the largest library consortiums functioned in India. I am telling you functioned because these are now merged into a single consortium, and these were the erstwhile consortium functioned in India to cater to the information requirements of the stakeholders of higher education and research. So before starting this one-house, I just want to give you a brief information about the contribution of India to the scholarly research literature of the globe. You see, I am taking the 1996 base data. The source is the Scimago Journal country rank portal, which is having a large amount of primary data with regard to the scientific publication output of almost all countries in the world. It is in fact supported by the Elsevier for the data and other thing. What is the status of India in 1996? That is before establishment of these consortiums. So India was in the 13th position as far as the total number of documents published by various academic and research institutions in India. The first position was US, second position was occupied by UK, Japan was in the third position, followed by Germany, France, Canada, Italy, and so. So we were in 13th position in 1996 as far as the scientific literature output is concerned. Here I would like to mention one point specifically. This is not all the number of articles published. This Scimago Journal country rank portal considers only the papers published in journals which are indexed by Scopus. You know very well, Scopus is one of the leading international database which is indexing the published research literature based on certain quality criteria. Scopus is not indexing all the journals. They put a lot of quality indicators. Those journals which are meeting the quality indicators alone will be indexed by Scopus. So this Scimago Journal country rank considers only the Scopus data. As per this data, India was in 13th position in 1996. Then after 4 years, 2000, if you see, again India was in the 13th position. Though there were the number of articles increased a bit, India was in 13th position. This is the prior to the establishment of many such journal consortium. Coming to 2010, after 10 years, in the meantime, many journal consortia were established in our country, and in 2010, from 13th place, India moved to 9th place, and if you see the number of documents, it is really a very big number. It is at least 350% increase was made possible by India. There may be many reasons for this steep rise in terms of number of quality papers, as well as the change of position from 13th to 9th place. But one of the important reasons is the establishment and efficient functioning of a number of journal consortium like UGC Infonet. At the time it was known as UGC Infonet, and Forza, and many other IIT consortium, IIM consortium, and so on. And coming to 2015, after 5 years, you see from 9th place, India moved on to 5th place. And you see the number of papers, documents indexed, it is almost a very big number. A steep growth you can see during the 5 years period. By this time, almost all our journal consortia were established and started functioning, and many of the journal consortia were effectively functioning. That is why from 13th place, India moved on to 5th place. And coming to the current situation, that is the 2024 data I have taken. You see, India from 5th place in 2015 moved to 3rd place in 2024. So within this period, from 13th place to 3rd place, India moved, and the number of documents published by India is also really a great numbers. And you see, within this period, India was successfully able to overtake almost most of the developed countries. For example, United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, Japan, Canada, Spain, France, Australia, all these countries. From 13th place, India moved to 3rd place. So the major reason for this skyrocketing growth or improvement or enhancement in quality published literature is that the establishment and effective maintenance of various library consortia. So this clearly reveals and vouches you that the access to latest scientific information or knowledge is very much important to ensure quality education and research, and these tables and these figures clearly reveal you that the establishment of various consortia helped our academic and research community to come out with quality research publications, so that from 13th place India moved on to 3rd place, and I'm sure in future we may go higher also. So with this, I just want to give you one slide, just a small comparison of the growth made by Indian academic and research community in terms of quality research literature output. You see, from 96 to 2000, there was 16% growth in terms of publication. And during this 10-year period, you see from 2000 to 2010, the growth was skyrocketing, I can say. 323% growth was delivered by the academic and research community of India. And again, between 2010 and 15, within these 5 years, it has made a tremendous development, which is about 177% growth. And within this period, now from 2015 to 2024, India was able to record again a 243% growth, and from 13th place, we moved to 3rd place globally. So the important reason for this growth and success is that the establishment and effective maintenance of various library consortia, which helped our academic and research community to share huge amount of knowledge resources in terms of electronic books, electronic journals, published research articles, and other types of documents which are available in electronic mode. And now just we want to see the journal subscription pattern in India. That is prior to the implementation of One Nation, One Subscription. see, there were many library consortia in India before the one was, and still many universities and colleges were able to access the required scientific journals and databases. See, you see the point, one of the important point we would like to see here is that leading publishers were earning more than $2 million per year from the subscriptions. So India was one of the largest importer of published scientific literature. So huge amount of money was spent by the Indian academic and research institutions. And it was estimated that about 1,500 crores rupees was the annual subscriptions. It is a rough figure given by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Then, even after the emergence of open access journals and open access repositories, there was a need for subscription of journals to read the paywall research papers. You know very well, not all the good quality research articles were published in open access journals, and still many of the journals were published by commercial publishers, where 50 to 60% of the articles are not available in open access. Then still many society publications, especially the societies in third world countries and India, they are not having open access button. Still many of the societies are publishing in paid subscription basis only. So to overcome all this problem and to ensure access to latest scientific information and knowledge, to avoid the barriers, the Government of India proposed the One Nation, One Subscription initiative for scholarly journals during the year 2019. In 2019, the concept of One Nation, One Subscription was initiated by the Government of India. And it took some time for the authorities to conceptualize the project, and in 2022, our Honorable Prime Minister of India, in his address to the nation from the ramparts of the Red Fort on August 15th, 2022, pointed out the importance of research and development in our country in the Amrit Kal. You know, the Vikshit Bharat is one of the important mantra, that is the developed India in 2047. The Government of India is taking a lot of initiatives to make India as a developed country in the 2047. He had given the clarion call of Jai Anushantan on the occasion. And the timeline of One Nation, One Subscription, if you see the timeline, so in 2022, Prime Minister announced about this initiative, and a committee of secretaries chaired by the Cabinet Secretary approved the One Nation, One Subscription initiative on 2nd June 2022, followed by the Prime Minister of India's independence speech. In August 2022, the Planning and Execution Committee and the Cost Negotiation Committee for owners were constituted. Then in 2022, December to May 2024, there were a lot of initiatives taken by the ministry and the central government to give birth to the One Nation, One Subscription. The CNC owners, under the guidance of the core committee, conducted 4 rounds of negotiations with leading international and national publishers. And on 8th November 2024, an expenditure finance committee memo for owners was approved in a meeting of the EFC, chaired by the Secretary, Department of Expenditure. And on 25th November 2024, Cabinet note for owners was approved, and the first phase of owners commenced on January 1st, 2025. In fact, you may see that the project was conceptualized in 2022 and announced by the Honorable Prime Minister, and it took nearly 2.5 to 3 years. But you see, if you see the magnitude and the size of this initiative, this is really a very short period, I can say. So, the owners came into existence on 1st January 2025. Before seeing this owners, we wanted to check whether this kind of a national level single subscription model is available or practiced in any other country. And as far as we have verified the literature, hardly there are only 2 such initiatives taken place. One of the initiative was taken by Uruguay, which is known as a Portal Timpo. And the next one is the Egyptian Knowledge Bank, Egypt. These are only the two such national level initiatives. None of the developed countries have established this kind of successful national level single point access to the published literature. In that way, in fact, this project is one of the important achievement or milestone taken by the government of India as far as the knowledge management initiatives at a global level is concerned. So this initial stage, I think we can skip the first page. About 70 publishers were considered for negotiation. Apart from e-journals, online databases, including citation databases like Scopus, Web of Science, were also considered for inclusion in ONOS. Then the higher education institutions, that is the universities, were requested to put on hold the renewal of e-resources from the 70 publishers identified the ONOS committee till 15th December 2022. Then, after verifying the situation, the government of India thought that it cannot implement immediately. So, the higher education institutions were requested to proceed with their renewals for the year 2023. Similarly, it was happened in 24 also. So, on 25th November, the cabinet decision came out. One nation, one subscription was approved by the government of India. And it's very interesting to note that about 6,000 crore has been allotted for one nation, one subscription for 3 calendar years. That is for this year, that is 2025, 2026 and 2027. Actually, the scheme is to be administered through a simple, user-friendly and fully digital process. You know very well the ONOS gateway, that is the ONOS URI is very easy to navigate, very easy to use. And the benefits to be provided to all higher education institutions under the central, state governments and other R&D institutions of the central government. So the first phase, actually the access is provided only to the public funded institutions, maybe a university or R&D organization or institute of national importance or a college supported by the state or central government. I already verified with the librarian, Dr. Lakshmi Katimani Madam. She told that the first government first year college, Navnahar, Balgot, is also having access. Similarly, all the government supported colleges, universities, R&D organizations are accessing the ONOS, which is really a great resource for the institutions. So it is a great saving to the universities and colleges. You know very well, it's very, very difficult for any government funded college or university to subscribe all the important resources to support their academic and research community. So this is really a great boon to all the public funded organizations. Then we see the implementation of ONOS. Actually, the great responsibility is entrusted to the Implement Center. You know very well, it is Information Library Network, an autonomous institution functioning under the UGC. That a great responsibility has been given to the implementer to implement this, and a centralized platform simplifies access and reduces administrative burdens. Just like using a Google or any other web search engine, now Implement made ONOS gateway, which is very user friendly, very easy to use. A person who is having a very basic English knowledge, basic search skills can also easily use the great resource. That is really a well structured and well designed gateway. We can say there is no any doubt. And already we have seen some of 6,000 crore Indian rupees has been allocated for the first phase, that is from 2025 to 2027. This first phase, they have established the framework, provided access to research materials and negotiate article processing charges for Indian research. This is the major work frame for the first phase, that is 25, 26 and 27. In fact, in this first phase, due to the financial reasons and other negotiation problems, the citation databases such as Scopus and e-books and other e-resources other than scientific journals are not included, and we may hope that in future in the next phase probably they may consider inclusion of these databases and other types of e-resources. And coming to the users, the beneficiaries of this great ONOS you see, as on date, there are about 6,500 member institutions, and if you see the full text downloads in 2024 alone, it is really a great number you can see. And out of these, these are the institution publications, and you can browse almost 13,000 plus peer-reviewed scholarly journals from the ONOS, and it deals with 27 disciplines or subject categories. In fact, starting from social science to veterinary science, almost all branches of knowledge is covered under this thing, and 30 globally renowned publishers are providing access to their scholarly peer-reviewed journals. And this is the home page. In fact, I just want to show this slide. Then, if time permits, we will move on to the actual site. And you see, I already told you 27 subject categories are there, but there are certain prerequisites to use the ONOS. First thing, the institute or the college or the R&D organization should be funded by a state government or central government. It should be a public funded organization. At this first phase, private institutes are not permitted to use the resources. The second one is that the institute, the college, the R&D institute or the university should have this AISHE code, that is the All India Survey Higher Education code. You should have the code number. If you don't have the AISHE code, you cannot register your institute as a member of this ONOS portal. So it's very important to get the AISHE code. And if you don't have the code, it is very easy to get the code. Only thing, you have to apply the AISHE site. They will ask for a few documents, like the when the institute was established, the basic document which is vouching the establishment of the document under the public funding and other thing. If you submit the documents, I think immediately you can get the AISHE code. Those who are already taking part in the NIRF ranking, I am sure everybody will have their AISHE code. With the code, you can register your institution, and once you are registered, you will be asked to submit certain particulars. First thing, you should have a static IP in your institute or your campus network. It is very, very important to have a static IP so that you can submit your static IP to the ONOS administrators, that is the UGC, InflipNet. Then they will share the public static IP.
Not audible, sir. Not audible.
Hello?
Sir, not audible.
Yeah. There's some technical problem at their end. Please wait. Ratina Sabapati, sir?
Sir, voice is breaker.
Yeah, network issues. I announced it. Yeah, revert back. Sorry to interrupt everyone. It's some network issue at resource person end. He will rejoin by quickly and we cooperate.
Lakshmi madam.
Hello.
Madam. Can you
Hi,
call
sir.
Dr. Sapapati, sir, if
Hi,
possible?
sir. Hi, sir.
See
Hi,
the
sir. Hi,
technical
sir.
issues are there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir is joining back, sir, quickly. There is some network issue.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, welcome back, sir. You got connected.
Yeah, permit me to share my presentation again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah, is it visible now, sir?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, thank you. So these are the subjects coverage of the owners. In fact, it covers all branches of knowledge, starting from agricultural science to veterinary science. And I am sure that it is more than sufficient for any academic or research institution in India to access to the latest published scientific literature. So what is the significance of this ONOS? You see, it is in alignment with the national goals. Already we have discussed it supports the Viksit Bharat till 2047 and the national education policy of 2020. And you see, the Viksit Bharat is the idea to have a developed India at the 100th year of its independence, that is in 2047. So this implementation of this ONOS is one of the important initiative to attain the goal. Then the interdisciplinary research. It promotes core and interdisciplinary research by offering diverse journals all cities including tier 2 and tier 3 areas. You know very well, earlier the consortia were in subject specific. There were a consortia for agricultural science, that is a SERA, Consortium for E-Resources in Agriculture. Then the consortium managed by IITs were mainly for engineering and technology. There were consortium for medical institutions. In fact, in Karnataka, there was a very important medical health science network was there. But there, the thing is that the multidisciplinary approach of research is very, very important to find out a solution for a problem. Sometimes the problem faced by an engineer can be resolved by a scientist in social science or in agricultural science. In the previous stage, that is before implementation of ONOS, the knowledge was restricted. Veterinary consortium, we were able to access only veterinary journals. Similarly, engineering technology, people were able to access only engineering technology management journals only. Now, the beauty of this ONOS is it provides access to all branches of science, technology, and knowledge. You may be from any discipline, but you can access any discipline related journals, so that there is a scope for interdisciplinary research and multidisciplinary research that will solve most of the problems. So in this aspect, ONOS is really a great boon given by the government of India, and I am sure that in another 5 to 10 years, the research output from India, the innovations from India will be definitely groundbreaking. There is no doubt about it. Moreover, earlier there were a lot of problems to the institutions which were located in 2-tier and 3-tier areas. Now that barriers were removed by this ONOS. Wherever you are, you may be in national capital Delhi, or you may be in a state capital, or you may be in a district headquarter, or you may be in a rural area. For example, we have a Gandhigram Rural Institute in Dindigul district in southern part of Tamil Nadu. It is a remote area, village area. There is a university. Today, they can also access the global literature from their university without any restrictions. That is really a great achievement of this ONOS. Then cost efficiency. See, the ONOS reduces the financial burden and ensures affordable access for institutions nationwide. From a rough estimate, I am telling you, in fact, before the ONOS was implemented, even before SERA was implemented, Tanuvas, we were spending about 1.25 crores only for the journals. After SERA came, in fact, about 50% of the budget we were able to save, because most of the journals were made available by SERA. Now we are able to save nearly 75% of our journal budget, because 75% of the cost we are able to save, so that we can use the money for some other development, infrastructure development, or digital infrastructure development, or subscription of other resources like citation databases, e-books, which are not covered by ONOS. Actually, it is really a cost efficiency is one of the important significance of this ONOS. Then the collective bargaining power. You see, it leverages over 6,300 institutions to secure better access to resources, which is crucial given the stagnation research funding. Earlier, it was a big problem for our university also. I would like to tell you, there were 3 journals: Veterinary Medicine Series A, B, and C. These are the journals. Many of you may not believe these 3 journals alone cost about 12 lakhs per annum. It's very, very difficult for a veterinary college which is functioning in a state to spend 12 lakh rupees to only for 3 journals. So now all these 3 journals are available to our university without spending a single rupee. So in that aspect, if you see, the collective bargaining power of the government of India ensured us access to the global knowledge resources without spending much from our university budget. Then if you see the research productivity, already I have shown you, it will enhance India's scientific output, bridging the gap with research leaders like China and South Korea. In fact, as far as the published literature output reflected by Scopus and Sci-Mega Journal country rank is concerned, we have already overtaken South Korea. If you see, the top 2 competitors for us is, number 1 is China, and number 2, America, USA becomes number 2 now. So only we have to, the 2 major competitors for us is the USA and China, and I am very sure that if this ONOS is continued and more resources are included, more resources in the sense that the citation database like Scopus, Web of Science, and other important e-resources is included in the ONOS, I am very much hopeful that another 5 years, definitely from 3rd place we can move to 2nd place without any difficulty, I believe, because you see, in terms of quality research, India is not lagging behind China. China is spending more for R&D compared to India, but at the global level also, if you see, now there is a problem emerging. that is a retraction of scientific publications. That is earlier the plagiarism was one of the problem. Now retractions became a big headache for the research community. And if you see, there is one database called Retraction Watch database, which is giving you access to all the retracted literature globally. And you see, most of the retracted papers are from China. So the bottom line is that we are not doing much retracted papers. If you see the level of India, it is not that much worse like China. So I am sure if we provide access to the latest scientific knowledge, resources, and this will definitely help our Indian academicians and researchers to ensure more quality research output. Within 5 years, we may reach the second position. Another 10 years, definitely we may be able to achieve the number one position, that is the top producer of globally renowned quality research literature. There is a chance for us to reach the second and third position within 5 to 10 years time frame. Then the opportunities and benefits of owners, if we want to continue, you see the democratization of knowledge is one of the important opportunity and benefit, and there is no doubt it boosts research quality. Then enormous cost effectiveness, already we have seen. The fastest collaboration, it is again another important point. If you are able to access the literature, globally published quality literature, you can easily identify who are all the people, who are all the institutes doing research in your area from the scholarly publications, so that it paves the way for collaborations with similar institutes or individuals working across the globe. Then great support for national development and improved academic infrastructure. See, this one is also one of the important academic infrastructure. If you see the NIRF ranking, if you see the matrix, they give top priority for the spending for laboratories and libraries. It's not for your salary or pension and other thing. How much you are spending for recurring contingencies, how much you are spending from your budget for the laboratories, and how much you are spending for the libraries. So the academic infrastructure is, it's not just a building, big building having a 20-story building, lift facility, big campus. It's not at all. Buildings alone form part of the academic infrastructure. The digital infrastructure, the knowledge infrastructure is very, very important. So in this context, ONOS is one of the important academic infrastructure, that is improved academic infrastructure available to the academic and research community of this country. Then the APC, article processing charge, one of the major problem faced by our academicians. If you are having a good research paper and if you want to publish it in a globally renowned journal, see, if you want to get more impact for your paper, scientists always prefer to publish in open access, because if you publish your paper in open access, you will get more citations that will improve your CV as well as your institute, and finally it will improve the status of the country also. But the problem is the APC. There are many journals, internationally renowned journals. Suppose if you want to publish your paper in open access, they charge heavily. I know there is one journal called Journal of Dairy Science. It is one of the important journal in our field. They charge nearly 3 lakh rupees, Indian rupees, to publish a paper in open access. Your quality of your research is great. Your paper quality is also very good. And if you want to share your research output to the community, you have to publish in open access. And if you want to publish the paper in the top rated journal like Journal of Dairy Science, it's very, very difficult in Indian condition to spend 3 lakh rupees to publish a paper. So most of our institutes also are not able to support these APC charges. Though there are many quality open access journals who are not charging APC, still many of the internationally renowned journals, they charge hefty APC, and it is very, very difficult for the country like India to spend that much of amount for publishing a paper. So this project under ONOS, the government of India already started negotiating with the scholarly publishers to reduce the APC. So once they come out with some solutions, or they arrived at a solution or a decision, probably more of our researchers can publish their papers in internationally renowned journals without much financial implications. Then the another important decision of the government of India under ONUS is that probably from the next phase, now it is restricted only to the government funded organizations, government funded colleges, institutions, and other R&D organizations. But the plan of the government of India is to provide access to the resources to each and every citizen of India. That is their ultimate aim. And they are planning to provide it in the second phase that will probably start from 2028 onwards. But probably the next phase, all private institutions will also get the access. And if this happens, suppose if this happens in the next phase, whether in second phase or third phase, I am sure that that will be one of the global achievement, and it will take India to the number one position in R&D publications are concerned, and I am sure definitely it will happen one day. It may take few more years, positively before 2030 this may happen. So we will hope for the best. Though there were many opportunities, benefits, advantages offered by ONUS, still there are some limitations, shortcomings or challenges. See, still some of the publishers are not coming for negotiation to nationwide subscriptions. You may know some of the publishers. I would like to tell my experience. We are from veterinary university. Some of the society publishers, they are not coming for negotiations. And the databases like Scopus, Web of Science, this BioOne, there are full text databases, indexing and upciting databases, citation databases, CAB abstracts, CAB full text. Still, negotiations are not taking place with the publishers. Maybe many reasons, financial limitations. Maybe that some of the publishers are not coming forward to negotiate for the countrywide thing because they are having a fear that they will lose the business like that. But I am sure that another 1 or 2 years, these problems will be sorted out and they will come out with a clear negotiation so that at one point of time after 2 years, we may be able to access almost all the important resources, including indexing, abstracting databases, citation databases like Scopus, Web of Science, CAB abstracts, full text or abstracts, and similar subscription-based databases we may have access. Then, identification of required journal e-resources to meet the requirements of the thousands of higher education institutes spread across the subcontinent. Already, almost all the pre-existing consortium like SARA, they have asked the participating institutions what are the journals subscribed by them from their own budget, and they have consolidated, and this first phase they have included around 30 globally renowned major publishers. Still, many of the renowned publishers are out of the ambit of the ONUS. That is one of the challenge, and we hope that these problems will be sorted out in the next phase so as to enable all globally renowned quality publishers to take part in this national initiative. Coming to the next one, the digital divide, you know very well. One way we have a better access to the internet and other thing, still we have some digital divide issues. Some of the remote areas, rural areas, connectivity is still a problem. Another problem, we may have a connectivity, but the bandwidth, the power cut. You see, just now we have seen there was a technical glitch. Suddenly my presentation was disconnected. So these are some of the issues, including the digital divide. I think over a period of time, another 2 to 3 years, we will have a better network connectivity bandwidth, and the digital divide problem will be sorted out. Then inclusion of databases is a problem. You know very well, any university or higher level academic institutions, access to digital modern database is very, very important, because the research, you know, the research starts with the problem. The identification of the research problem, literature survey and other thing. Though there are enormous amount of information available in open web, still we need to access quality controlled database like Scopus or Web of Science and CAB, like the databases for each and every discipline. There are renowned databases available. For medical, the clinical key is one of the important databases, which is very costly. I think it is around 2 crore per year, but it's very difficult for any institute to access the database. Similarly, Scopus for any institute, it starts from 20 lakh and onwards. Similarly, the Web of Science, it is also more than 20 lakhs per annum. And CAB, it costs nearly 15 lakh plus. So these are the problems, and this should be included. I'm sure that the owners will consider this very seriously, because they wanted to include all this database in the first page itself, but due to the limitations, shortcomings, they have postponed to include these resources in the next page. And we believe and we hope that these resources will also included in the coming page, that is the second page. We have seen the background, the emergence of the networks, resource sharing, the status of India in the global literature output, and the owners, what are the resources covered, and what are the challenges we are facing with owners. And here, as a practicing librarian who is working in an academic institution with about 3 decades of experience, I would like to suggest a few points, because library, the significance of library is increasing day by day. Many people think that. Yeah, there are some disturbances coming. I request the participants to kindly mute themselves. So as a librarian, the significance, the importance of library is increasing day by day, thanks to the ranking systems. You see, the NIRF ranking, now it became very important for any state university to take part in the national ranking framework. And in fact, in our state, the Chancellor of State University, the Governor, is giving awards to the best performing public funded universities. Every year, he is organizing one higher education conclave, and he invites all Vice Chancellor of universities, including private universities, and he is giving awards for the best universities who are securing NIRF ranking within the top 20 universities. And he invites all vice chancellors and asks other vice chancellors who are not able to get a rank within top 20 to take necessary initiatives. So the ranking, if your university, if your college wants to get a good rank under NIRF ranking, earlier ranking of agricultural universities was done by ICAR. Recently it was scrapped, and they asked us to go to NIRF ranking. NIRF is ranking the institutions based on disciplines. Universities they are ranking, general organizations they are ranking the educational, engineering and technology separate, medical colleges separate, pharmacy colleges separate ranking, dental colleges separate ranking, even special institutes like public universities, a separate categories there. So taking part in the National Institutional Ranking Framework is become important and mandatory, and authorities, the policy makers know very well. If you are able to provide good funding support to the library, if you are updating your resources, keeping pace with the developments taking place in the field, if you are providing the latest infrastructure, including digital infrastructure like automated library, provision of web OPAC, provision of RFID enabled security system, biometric access system, electronic surveillance systems in your library, the regulatory bodies like AICTE, NOC ranking, Pharmacy Council, Dental Council, Medical Council, Veterinary Council, they will give you more mark so that you can get accreditation, and good accreditation score you can get. National ranking also you can get good score. So the significance for the library is increasing, there is no doubt about it, but my concern is that there are 1,300 plus higher education institutions in our country. Many of the IITs, NITs, AIMS, they are globally renowned for their academic and research quality, but the quality journals with international standing in which we are published need to be increased. Still, if you see any university, I have done some studies. about 50 to 60% of their publications are not published in quality journals. Not published in indexed journals, not quality journals, we can say. There are still many quality journals published in India which are not indexed by Scopus or Web of Science due to many reasons. I don't want to get into the details, but it is a loss to the institute. So it's very, very important that we should publish in indexed journals. The important step what we have to do is try to include our journals in the Scopus or Web of Science. That is one of the important initiative we have to take, and especially the national level important institutes like NIT, IIT, AIMS, institutes of national eminence, they should concentrate on this. And I am sure that in India, many of the universities are publishing journals. In fact, Agriculture University, out of 70, almost 15 universities are publishing their own research journals. But still, many of the journals are not indexed in Scopus or Web of Science or similar international renowned databases. And people are talking a lot about impact factor. Whether you have published a paper, whether it is indexed by Scopus or Web of Science, whether it is having any impact factor, what is the impact factor of the journals? And it's very, very unfortunate to see out of 10,500 plus journals with impact factor. Impact factor, it is published by JCR, Journal Citation Report. It is a product from Clarivate Analytics. Previously, it was known as Thomson Reuters. So, out of these 10,000 plus journals, hardly 100 journals from India are in the impact factor. So, other journals are not having any impact factor. Forget about impact factor. At least the journals published by the universities, R&D institutes, and institutes of national eminence in India should be indexed by Scopus and Web of Science, so that more our publications will be reaching the international community, so that we can get more visibility, citation, and other things. Hence, the Government of India and the state governments may consider special funding support to enhance the quality of journals published by the higher education institutes in India. Apart from that, there are many professional societies publishing journals. The government may think providing some funding support to the societies to publish their journals online, make them open access, so as to ensure easy access and more visibility to the scientific journals published from India. So finally, I would like to conclude my presentation with the following take-home messages. See, access to latest scientific knowledge is very much important to ensure quality education research, which everybody knows. See, ONOS is a great resource for the Indian academia and research. I believe everybody will accept. All LIS professionals, whether they are in college, whether they are in university or IITs, NITs, institutes of national importance, or a private college, don't bother. The LIS professionals should take serious efforts to sensitize the stakeholders of higher education. That is the students, research scholars, faculty, scientists, and policy makers. We should sensitize our policy makers also about the ONOS, its significance, and other related information. Then periodical hands-on training shall be imparted to them to ensure effective use of ONOS resources. I am sure librarian is the best person to train your academicians to ensure effective and efficient search. You are all know very well about the Boolean operators and other search techniques. You see now, availability of knowledge is not a problem. Abundant availability of literature resources is the problem. You have to identify correct resources to meet your requirements, that is academic research. So, the training is very, very important for the students and research scholars. So, I humbly request all the LIS professionals who are attending this program, please take it very seriously and discuss with your administrators, whether a principal, a registrar, vice chancellor, and organize periodical hands-on training to the stakeholders to ensure effective use of the ONOS. And I am sure within 5 to 10 years, India will be in the top position of scientific literature output. I am sure it will happen. With this, I would like to thank the organizers for having organized this very useful national level webinar to commemorate the 133rd birth anniversary of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, the father of library science in India. I would like to specifically thank Dr. Arun Kumar B. Gali, the respected principal of Government First Grade College, Navanagar, Bagalkot, the organizer, Dr. Lakshmi Katimani, Madam Librarian, for organizing this program, joining her hands with the Indian Library Association, one of the oldest and energetic professional society. I would like to profusely thank the President, Dr. Pradeep Rai sir, the Dr. Parshram S. Katimani, the Senior Vice President, one of the leading LIS professionals in the country, Dr. Dharam Kumar, the General Secretary of ILA, and other distinguished council members of Indian Library Association. I thank from the bottom of my heart to all the participants who were able to allot their precious time to attend this program. I thank one and all for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you so much. It's a marathon for 1.5 hour. Kind of your presentation, your enlightening to the August.
Thank you, sir.
Was,
Thank you, sir. It is now open for discussion, if any.
Yes, sir.
If there is any question, you can ask me.
Yes, sir. This is the one
Thank you,
question
sir.
was pinged in the chat box.
Yeah.
Can ONOS become a model for developing countries with limited access to academic resources?
Yes.
Samarpit Das was the questioner.
So what is the question, sir? What is the question?
Can ONOS become a model for developing countries with limited access to academic resources?
Certainly, 100%, sir.
Yeah.
It becomes a success model. Definitely, it will be a model for the developing countries.
Yes, sir. It is a model, and as well as the government is also thinking of in the same lines to add
Yes.
so many things in that.
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And there is one more question, sir, from Srikant Kash. Because of the IP address details, the library can access the ONOS, something like that.
There are some cross talk, sir. I am not able to follow your question.
Yes. Request.
You please ask
all
the participant.
Jagannath ji, please mute your. Kindly mute your speaker, and you can speak to. Jagannath. Thank you, Jagannath ji. Sir, there is a one question. I think it is related to technical.
Sir.
Like IP addresses in detail can we access ONOS? Yes, absolutely. It is possible to access through the IP address only.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, now ONOS, if you are providing remote access, you can access. But initially, it is suggested that you should have a static IP address for your institute so that you can ensure a better bandwidth. Now, ONOS can be accessed via remote access also. You know, many of the institutes are now providing remote access using many tools like MyLoft, Remote Log, and other thing. Using this, you can provide access to owners to remotely also.
Yeah. So there is one more question, sir. Then can private college also register for ONOS?
No, sir. In this first page, it is clearly mentioned that it is only meant for public funded organization. That is funded by government.
Okay.
Probably the next page, private institutions may be permitted.
Like in FlipNet, ONOS also will there be a option for remote access to be granted to the students and scholars?
I think it is already available, sir.
It's available.
Already available, yes. You have to share the IP details of your proxy. They provide.
These are the 4-5 questions, sir, and there are some participants, those who have raised the hand. Now
Okay.
time is turned for you to just unmute your speaker and ask the questions, if there are any questions.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jumappa.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
The Oxford Medical College Chief Librarian in Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
Sir, that private college, when will you, sir, that one nation, one subscription permission in second step?
Sir, the government of India says that it will be considered in the next phase. Next phase, that is the second phase.
When time is there, sir, when will you like?
I think, sir, I am not very sure. It may take at least 2 years. 2 years from now. So second phase will be started in 2027, but the government is really seriously interested to provide access, but the cost, that is a problem for them. I think within 2 years it will be available to even private institutions also, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir, in the chat box there are a lot of
Hello, sir.
appreciation.
This is Hello.
Yes, madam.
Yeah.
Dr. Mobin.
Hello,
madam.
sir. This is Dr. Mubin Melgam from GHGC Nanagar, Bagalkot. So, I wanted to know whether that could the ONOS create space for Indian publishers or journals to compete globally, or it will strengthen the foreign dominance in future? I'm asking.
Madam, in fact, basically there is a difference, madam. This is only access model. In the first page, I think indianjournals.com, that journals are accessible. Apart from that, all other publishers are foreign publishers.
Okay, sir. Actually, you were talking about everyone is talking about the Springer, Wellesley, and elsewhere, na, sir. That is what I'm asking this question.
Yeah, you are right, madam. indianjournals.com journals are available now.
Okay.
I think around 200 journals are available in the portal, madam. That is available through ONOS.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, if any more questions, please. Yeah, there is no question, sir, but there is a lot of appreciation, sir.
Thank you,
in
sir.
the chat box about your PPT, about your presentation. Everything was very appreciation. Please.
Yeah, I would like to appreciate the organizers, sir. I have attended many online webinars, sir. Initially, there will be huge number. At the time of close, you can see 10% of the people will not be there, but I am sure almost 100% of the people are still there. It's. I want to give great appreciation to the organizers as well as for the participants.
Yes.
First
Sir,
time I am saying.
Entire appreciation should goes to the Vice President Dr. P.S. Kattamani, and along with that our
Yeah.
college principal, sir.
Yes. Congratulations, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Then
Thank you.
Over to organizers.
yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, your wonderful presentation, and it's truly appreciated one. Now, may I request now our college principal, Dr. Arun Kumar Gali, sir, to kindly deliver the presidential remarks. Over to you, sir. Dr.
Yes, madam. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Good evening, everyone. Respected dignitaries in this webinar. Especially today's resource person, Dr. Z. Ratinas Rapti, sir.
Thank you.
Really, as the
Thank
veteran
you, sir.
sir told, it was a marathon. Really, and you are the marathon rider.
Thank you, sir.
So once again, congratulations, sir. I can see a lot of appreciation in the chat box also, sir. And without you, it would have not been possible, and it would have not been a successful webinar. Thank you once again, sir, Prathina Sabapati, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
And again, I should be grateful to Indian Library Association for making this webinar a successful one, especially Dr. Pradeep Rai, sir, President, ILA, and my friend Dr. Parishram S. Kattamani, and Dr. Dharam Kumar, and other council members of Indian Library Association. Apart from that, respected participants, really very active participants we got this time, almost out of 100 out of 100, and they are still in the login. It's very great. And all the participants across the state and across the country, and my dear colleagues, my dear staff of GFC Navanagar Bagalkot, and main captain of this webinar, Dr. Lakshmi Kattimani Madam, who has done this webinar efficiently and within very short time. So it's very wondering to me. Even still now also I'm unable to believe this webinar because very good speakers all over the across the country from Chennai and Tamil and all. Really, it's a great moment for me. And as far as this webinar is concerned, one nation, one subscription, opportunities and challenges. And all of us know that wherever opportunities are there must be challenges. And wherever the challenges are there are the opportunities. And we should make the use of opportunities and we should face the challenges. And ONOS, one nation, one subscription, it is going to be a big hit in the history of information science. Definitely, no doubt. As Ratna Sabapati sir told, we are in the 13th place right now as far as publications are concerned. Definitely, using the help of this ONOS, so definitely we will be in 5th place after 5 years, and after 10 years we will be in the first place, no doubt. And as far as 133rd birth anniversary of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, first of all, I try to recall his famous quote: library is the heart of education institutions, and well-functioning heart keeps the body healthy and lively. An efficient librarian creates a healthy educational atmosphere. And I'm very much proud that we have a efficient librarian in our college. And a library, whether it is a bad or whether it is a good or great library, definitely it contributes to the society. Bad libraries build collections, good libraries build services, and great libraries build communities. And we are going to become a great library. We are going to construct a library shortly in our college, and definitely it is going to contribute to the student fraternity and teaching fraternity. And all of you know that library is the infinity under a roof. Library is the hospital for the mind, and library is a growing organism. With these few words, I try to conclude, and before that, once again, I thank Dr. Lakshmi Kattimani Madam for organizing this wonderful event, and with the cooperation of our teaching and non-teaching staff of GFC Navanagar Bagalkot. And last but not least, once again, I thank and congratulate Dr. G. Ratna Sabapati and all the respected members of ILA and my friend Dr. Kattimani sir. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and inspiring presidential remarks. And I'm really happy that once again I'm going to announcing we have reached around 800 plus registration for this webinar. This is really this credit goes to the Retina Sabapati sir and ILA Association team also. And finally. Finally, as we move towards the vote of thanks, I invite now Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Dr. Shrisail Shirol, to deliver the vote of thanks, formally conclude the session also. Over to you, sir.
So as we come to the close of this one-day national webinar session, so it is my honor to extend my vote of thanks to everybody who made this seminar very successful. So first of all, thanks to ILA, Indian Library Association, President Dr. Pardeep Rai, General Secretary Dr. Dharam Kumar, and Vice President of ILA, Dr. P.S. Kattimani, to have supported and facilitated this one-day national seminar. thanks to our government first grade college principal Dr. Arun Kumar Gali sir, who has always supported and encouraged our staff to conduct such webinars and resourceful persons.
Thank you, Srishal.
Finally, thanks to our organizing secretary, Dr. Lakshmi, librarian, GFGC Bagalkot, and last but not the least, I think it is due to his presence and aura that so many have come to this seminar. So thanks to Dr. G. Retina Savapati ji, University Librarian, Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Chennai.
Thank you, sir.
We conclude and also tell that ONOS has created a level playing field for all the colleges and universities. Such a small college like ours, we are also able to subscribe to very popular journals through ONOS. So thank you again to Vice President ILA, Dr. P.S. Kattimani, for having organized this seminar. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much.
Right, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Lakshmi ma'am.
मैं स्टॉप तो कर दिया मैडम, बाकी का सेव कैसे करना है? स्टॉप स्ट्रीमिंग करके है, स्टॉप वर्चुअल गूगल में नहीं है मैडम, वो निकाल दिए ना वो लोग। ओके, sure, madam.